Welcome back to St Andrews College, County Dublin, for the second game of the Kate Russell.
I'll tell you when. I'm the captain now.
Self-appointed.
Be careful.
I know, I'm not going to stand there. Let me see.
St Andrews College in Blackrock, County Dublin, for the second game of the Kate Russell Hockey Tournament 2019. First game saw Crescent beat Crescent College Comprehensive from Munster, beat the host St Andrews College. But now we have Banbridge Academy versus last year's champions Kilkenny College. I'm joined again by Ivan. Ivan, what's your take on this game?
Yeah, I think both teams coming here today will certainly have designs on winning this trophy. Kilkenny won it last year, Banbridge won it the year before, so we have the two previous champions. Looking at the teams warming up, certainly Kilkenny I think will have quite a technical side. Richard Willis, who's been in Kilkenny a long time now, but he produces very good technical players, so I'd expect Kilkenny to be technical. In Hannah McLaughlin or Ellie McLaughlin, they've one of the best keepers in the country, not only in the underage game but certainly in the IHL. She's been absolutely outstanding for Muckross. So that'll be an interesting feature of the game. I think the Banbridge forwards and the Banbridge set piece against Ellie McLaughlin, because it takes something special to get a ball past her. Just looking at the teams warming up, Reid and Buchanan, the two centre backs for Banbridge, they look like they have a lot of ball pace, so they'll be able to get the ball right to left, left to right, and open up that space that we spoke about in the earlier game, where you're looking to attack on the opposite. If they can have a centre mid in there as well, who just plays very, very quickly, takes the ball, gives it, takes it, gives it, and just dictate. I think two centre backs and a quality centre mid that can do that job for you could do a lot of damage in this tournament from what I've seen from the earlier two games. So I'll be looking for Buchanan and Reid, and probably the Banbridge captain in there as well to really put shape on this game. And if they can do that, I think Kilkenny will have to work very, very hard here. But again, I'm basing that purely on ball pace in a warm-up, so let's see, can they do it in the real thing.
All set to go here. It's going to be Banbridge playing from left to right in their red and black colours against Kilkenny's yellow and black. It's going to be Jodie Simmons that gets us underway, and we're underway again for the second game of the Kate Russell Tournament 2019, live and exclusively on Sporting Limerick from St Andrews College in Blackrock. And it's Kilkenny in possession straight away with Elva Dundon, their vice captain, but it's Banbridge through their number 17 Gemma Hassan, and Hassan tries to play it upfield, and it's going to be Banbridge on the attack, and lucky to make a fast start. They are the Ulster champions, of course. 2017 winners, as Ivan Ovington has already mentioned, but it's Kilkenny College, who of course have a number of players from last year's Kate Russell winning team, but also have lost a number of players from that successful team, and it's Isilda Cahill who takes the possession for them, hacks it downfield, but it's going to go out. And it's going to be a long corner here for Kilkenny. Took a deflection off a Banbridge player, and it's going to be their number 11, Jessie Wagoner, to take. And Wagoner, his attempted pass is intercepted, and it comes all the way to Molly Mathers for Banbridge. Mathers now forced to go backwards. Looks to play a 1-2, but it goes out over the sideline. And it's going to be possession again for Kilkenny College. It's their number 2, Ali Williams, will looking at her options as Ali, and she's plays it forward to really no one in particular, and it's Banbridge with possession again. Long ball upfield, well intercepted by the Kilkenny number 14. That's Ruth MacDonald. MacDonald stopped, but it comes to Lacey, Rachel Lacey. Good interception from Banbridge, and it's Banbridge looking to make play away, and it's fouled by Ruth MacDonald on that occasion. In fact, it's not. It's going to be a Kilkenny free. Ivan, early thoughts from what you've seen in the first couple of minutes?
Yeah, no, I like the look of ball pace Banbridge are putting on it. I think you've seen that early ball there played by the Banbridge centre back, which is, she has obviously the ability to distribute over 30-40 yards. Like to see that ball kind of being spread, hit a sideline with it as opposed to up the middle. No, again, both sides, first game, they're just looking to get a touch on the ball, but I think give it another 10 minutes, I think we'll see things settling down. And if Banbridge can get their centre backs on the ball, you can see here now that they're able to go right to left in 2 passes. And all of them seem to have that big ball out of the back. I think that could be a feature which could, that'll test Kilkenny. They're going to have to be very, very alert, because they can go back to front straight away without bringing that ball through the midfield.
Of course, Banbridge Academy coached by Neil Maley, a stalwart of the Banbridge club up north as well, as they looked at that with a good interception from Banbridge on the attack again once here through their number 6. Nadia Benalal, and captain of the side is Benalal, one of their star players through their Ulster winning campaign. Comes back here, Hannah Buchanan, as Ivan mentioned, another star player on this Banbridge team. No question, they're trying to play the ball quicker. It's going to be a long corner for Banbridge after that attempted pass into the D was took a deflection. It's going to be Benalal to take. Benalal plays the ball forward. 2 Banbridge players looking to win possession, but it's won by a Kilkenny defender. Kept in well on that occasion by Cahill. Cahill plays it up to Kerr. It's going to be a Banbridge ball as Dara Scobie takes, but it's Kilkenny. Scrappy enough start to this game here. Kerr has it for Kilkenny. It's Kilkenny now trying to work the ball out of defence. Well done on that occasion by Ruth MacDonald. MacDonald's going to take the sideline herself. She's won another one after a good block from Sophie Mount to Banbridge number 9. But things just settling down now, Ivan. As you mentioned, it's going to take 10-15 minutes for this game to really take off.
Yeah, it is. Looking at Banbridge transfer the ball, I'd like to, they've taken the ball out of the right top corner and moved it to the left-sided centre back. I'd like to see that ball hit the far touchline. They had 2 players over on the far touchline, and instead that ball is drilled straight down the middle. Unless they're willing to use that far touchline and use the full width of the pitch, they could get bogged down here, where they have the ability to actually really open up this game and really make Kilkenny work hard. And they may not get the opportunities in the early part, but if they're forcing them to defend touchline to touchline, something will open up later on in the game as Kilkenny get tired doing that. But if they're looking to kind of drill ball through the middle, that's just playing into Kilkenny's hands, and then you get a counter-attack.
Thoughts of Ivan Ovington there, the St Andrews boys Senior A coach. It's Kilkenny on the attack, and it's Emily Dundon with the ball forward on that occasion. So away they come again here, Kilkenny. Chance now. Played back inside. It's Dundon again. It's a good block by Banbridge on that occasion. It's going to be a free hit to them. Good defensive work, and they're very keen early on, the early stages of Banbridge, to move the ball quickly with long passes, as Ivan's mentioned. And running down this right hand side, and again it's Sophie Mount. And Mount plays it back to her teammate number 5, Holly Hanna, a vice captain on this Banbridge side. Hannah Buchanan stretches the play with a raking pass from right to left, and away come Banbridge again with Isabel Alex Gardner on that occasion. It was ball comes across. Molly Mathers with the pass is defended well by Kilkenny on this occasion. It's well played out of defence. Good run, but Banbridge have won it back. It's a free hit to Kilkenny though. And this game just taking a few minutes to settle down. Nothing by way of action around the goal as of yet in the opening 5 minutes of the second game of the Kate Russell Hockey Tournament 2019. Opening game saw Munster champions Crescent College Comprehensive see off the Leinster champions and hosts St Andrews College on a 1-0 scoreline. Maeve McNamara with the all-important goal to give Crescent an opening 3 points from their first game. It's Banbridge still on the attack here. It's going to be a free hit around the D on the left-hand side of the Kilkenny side. And dangerous attack here, attacking play. It's Gemma Hassan who plays it all the way back. It comes all the way back to near halfway to Buchanan. Buchanan plays it across to Holly Hanna. Hanna now in possession, going down this right wing against the Kilkenny defender who's Kerr. Kerr now putting Hanna under pressure. Good stick work from Hanna. Sees it, plays it across. Number 4 there for Banbridge. Gets a flick, and it's Alex Gardner. Gardner has the free hit. Plays it all the way back. It's played again for Gardner. Bit of space for Gardner. She pulled it across goal. It's a poor enough effort. But Banbridge to the forefront early on, Ivan.
Yeah, they are. Like I hear the Banbridge centre back shouting handball, and that basically means where the two centre backs get hold of the ball and you just go touchline to touchline. Now, anytime they've moved the ball, they've moved it right to left, and then they're just driving a corner, which again they're driving it into bodies, and that will suit Kilkenny. What they need to do is they need to get hold of that ball and transfer it 2-3 times. Big chance here.
Big chances. Kerr intercepts. It's chance now for Kilkenny. In fairness to the Banbridge defenders, after Kerr's initial interception, they crowded round her quickly, scuppered the chance, but the first real opening of the game.
Yeah, it is, and it comes off a mistake. Going back to the point I'm making earlier, though, they're calling handball. You're looking for 3-4 transfers. They have these, and again going down the middle. That Kilkenny will be happy enough with that. They've got bodies in there, and they can intercept. Watching Banbridge step out earlier, we're up on. We've the same view that you have on telly here. We're right beside the camera, and it's notable that when Banbridge play that ball long, they're not actually stepping out behind it. They're not forcing the defenders up behind the ball, which means that if Kilkenny get that ball, there's quite a big gap developing between the midfield and their defenders, which will allow Kilkenny to counter. So if Banbridge are going to play that big ball, they've got to be accurate with it, and they've got to make sure that it sticks, because if not, Kilkenny could kind of smash and grab this game just on a counter. That's a corner.
Penalty corner advantage. Shot comes in from Kilkenny. In fact, it looked like it was going to be a penalty corner. Umpire's wave play on. Yeah, advantage was played, and the shot was blocked. Hit a Kilkenny player in the end, and it's Banbridge that come away with the ball. In the middle now to Nadia Benalal. Plays the ball across to number 18, Ellen Reid. Reid raking ball up forward again. Well intercepted on this occasion by Ali Williams. Williams plays it forward for Kilkenny, but Banbridge come away with it once again. Played upfield, passed to no one in particular on that occasion, and it's intercepted by Ruth MacDonald. Bit of time under pressure from the Banbridge defender, but MacDonald does well. And it's going to be a Kilkenny College ball. Played upfield by Dundon, well blocked though by the Banbridge defence, who have started the game fairly well. It's Banbridge on the attack near halfway. Ball comes out to this right hand side looking for Nadia Benalal. Benalal is unable to keep the ball in play, and it's going to be Kilkenny in possession. And it's Wagoner. Wagoner plays it up forward to Elva Dundon. But the ball's gone out over the end line, and it's going to be a restart for Banbridge, who continue to persist with their long passing game. And as Ivan's mentioned, if they're going to do that around their D, on this occasion it wasn't, but if they are going to keep persisting with that, could open up opportunities for Kilkenny College as this game goes on. It's going to be now sideline ball for Banbridge. Nadia Benalal to take. Banbridge captain now assessing her after she goes high with it. MacDonald that controls it. Deemed dangerous play. And it's going to be a Kilkenny ball with MacDonald to take. She's blocked on that occasion by Jodie Simmons. Simmons now. In the end it comes back to Sophie Mount, and again they work at 5. It's Holly Hanna across the reed and all the way across to that left hand side again. Patient build up from Banbridge. Number 17 now in possession. That's Gemma Hassan. Hassan on the run, runs out of room on that left hand side, and Banbridge are doing some things well in attack, but ultimately the final pass isn't working.
Yeah, again, you're commentating there, and the ball comes out to the left back, and I just said to myself, do it again, transfer that ball again, go right again, go left again, and drag that Kilkenny defence around the place. They certainly, from the 4 teams that we've seen so far, Banbridge to me have the weapons to hurt the other 3 teams. What they need to do though is they need to put those weapons to effect and start transferring the ball 2-3 times. Because once they do it once, they go into a pocket, and then it gets jammed. So they need to work it so that they're moving the ball, get it wide, get a player on the baseline, and get in behind that Kilkenny defence. Force them to defend facing their own goal, as opposed to what they're doing now, where they're facing up and they're picking off some of these crash balls.
Hannah Buchanan now onto Holly Hannah. It's intercepted again by Kilkenny though. That's going to be a free hit. The Banbridge taken quickly by Nadia Benalal, the Banbridge captain, attacking down that right wing, looking to bring it back inside, plays it back to Sophie Mount. Mount gets a deflection off the number 10 for Kilkenny. It's Rachel Lacey. It's going to be a long corner for Banbridge as they look to up the pressure. And here in this second game of the Kate Russell, it's Holly Hannah in position for Banbridge. Under pressure from two Kilkenny players. She gets the free hit and goes off on her own as Holly Hannah. Good stick work here from Hannah. She works her way into the D. It's going to be a penalty corner, the first of the game here. Good work from Holly Hannah on that occasion, Ivan, and the first big chance for Banbridge.
Yeah, again, Banbridge, they have the skills, they have the ability to kind of move the ball over distance. They've players with good hands in tight zones. Again, that's a free hit that's just taken quickly, and she gets a very easy entry into the circle. When they're getting Kilkenny backed up into their own 25 like they are at the moment, I'd like to see the Banbridge forwards get a little bit higher. They're working about 10 yards off the baseline, and if you're working inside of 25, that's half the space. So interesting to see what they come up with here.
So that's a fantastic save from Ellie McLaughlin, as Ivan cited before the game, one of the best keepers in the country, not only at underage hockey but in the IHL as well. She's shown her wares there. Well worked penalty corner from Banbridge on that occasion. The final shot though hit into the ground, went up high, but an easy enough save for a keeper as talented as Ellie McLaughlin.
Yeah, the free out is for a dangerous play. That first shot on goal has to be on the backboard, so the referee's given that for a dangerous play. The ball's too high. But this is a phase now where I'd like to see Banbridge go hit that right back, put it back again, hit the left back, because there's a huge amount of space for the left back on the far side. She's in about 40 yards of space. Instead, Banbridge have brought the ball into an area where there's a 3-on-1 against Nadia, their captain there. So opportunity, if they can just take that ball in, get to the far side, and also in this zone, just get the forwards a little bit higher to make the most of that space. If your forwards are 10 yards off the baseline and you're inside the 25, you've just halved the amount of space that the opposition have to defend. So again, Banbridge just need to be playing closer to that baseline.
Hannah Buchanan starts this attack. It's into Benalal again, but it's good defending from Jessie Wagner on the Kilkenny side, and they look to attack with Elva Dundon. Dundon now, superb run from the Kilkenny College number 12, one-handed run, brilliant stick work, plays the ball back inside to Faye Neal. Faye Neal with the chance, but there was Ellen Reid, one of the star players, one of the centre backs on this Banbridge team. Ball played long upfield, flicked on by Nadia Benalal. She's going chasing her own flick, but it's intercepted by Rachel Lacey. Lacey under pressure from Benalal gets a flick to it as the Banbridge number 6, and it's going to be a sideline to Kilkenny, which Cahill takes on her player, and that was Sophie Mount that she beat on that occasion. But it's Banbridge back in possession, lost by Holly Hannah, and away goes Izzy Burke, the hero for Kilkenny College in their shootout win in the Southeast final. Plays it, and that was nearly worked out for Burke. She played it low, played it hard, took a deflection, and it's going to be a long corner to Kilkenny College, which will be taken by Dara Scobie. Scobie now looks to her left, it's intercepted by Benalal, and away come Banbridge. Banbridge now trying on the counter, no Banbridge player inside the Kilkenny half, so it's a well won sideline on that occasion by Jodie Simmons. And it looks at this stage, Ivan, that in the early stages, certainly with nearly 15 minutes gone, that Kilkenny at the moment have no choice but to work on the counter attack.
I think there's a very clear pattern here. I think Banbridge are the dominant side here, but it's this sort of stuff here. It's counters. Kilkenny just sit in and just wait. Banbridge have to be patient. They have to play simple passes, and they have to use the width of the pitch. For all Banbridge's possession and territory in this game.
And there it is, just as Ivan was saying it, for all Banbridge's territory. In fact, we thought we had a goal for Elva Dundon, I think the umpires are going to get together here. It looked like it was going to be the opening goal for Elva Dundon. We're not quite sure what's happened here, Ivan. It was a brilliant finish. Yeah, goal for Kilkenny. They've taken their lead. Number 12, Elva Dundon has got it. Ball broke to her inside the D, and a reverse hit puts Kilkenny 1-0 completely against the run of play.
It is against the run of play, but having said that, we spoke about it. If they're going to go with these long balls, they have to be accurate and they have to go touchline to touchline. That's again another. It's a very, very dangerous ball, that diagonal ball to play out of the back if you don't hit. Again, here it goes again, interception again, another opportunity for intercept. And Kilkenny will be happy enough to do that. Banbridge are just playing straight into a press. All the Kilkenny players all facing the right way. They got to go touchline, baseline, and get that Kilkenny defence turned and look to get in around the back of them.
It's Kilkenny College now in possession on their own halfway. It's played all the way to this left-hand side to Cahill. Cahill now trying to start an attack. She may go all the way back. Instead she goes forward and it's flicked on by Dara Scobie, but it's gone over the sideline and away comes Holly Hanna for Banbridge Academy. Free hit now again to Banbridge. It's going to be Hanna to take it. It goes for a raking pass. It falls again to Sophie Mount with the flick under Cahill's leg, through Cahill's legs, but it's well picked up by Rachel Lacey. Lacey under pressure from Mount does well to defend, but a good interception from Jodie Simmons hits Jodie Simmons' foot, and that's going to be a free hit to Kilkenny. And it's Kilkenny now with possession. It's going to be Isolde Cahill. Cahill now to Jessie Wagoner. Wagoner plays a lovely pass to Megan Telfer Kelly, and Kelly hit her foot. It's going to be a free hit, which Holly Hanna will take. She's options if she goes back and then out to the left. And that's the way to go. Comes to Ellen Reid, who's shouting for movement from her attacking players, but wasn't forthcoming in that occasion. Hannah Buchanan plays down this side to Holly Hanna once again, and again running into trouble as Ivan Ovington shakes his head alongside me as Banbridge continue to frustrate him with the way they are attacking, but they'll try again now, and this is the ball that should be trying, is the switch. They don't, and it's a forced pass from Holly Hanna to Buchanan, and away come Kilkenny College with Megan Telfer Kelly. That's a foul on the Kilkenny number 7. That's Faye Neal, and it's going to be a free hit that Jessie Wagoner will take. Ivan, frustrations with Banbridge yet again.
Yeah, it's again they're running ball into. They have the ability to. What they need to do is they need to get into situations where they're getting 2-on-1 opportunities. They're very keen to get Benenall on the ball out here on the right. If they just move the ball 2 or 3 times, and then on the 4th time they get her, if it's a 4th phase play, they get her the ball, she's going to be in space and she's going to be able to do a little bit of damage. But everything is going in. First phase in. Here's another long ball again, intercepted. And they're just going to have to be far more patient at the back. Like at the moment, that's their biggest weapon, but it's also their biggest weakness is the ball out from the 2 centre backs, because just lack of patience. Just build phases. If you're calling handball, play handball. And put that ball through 2 or 3 transfers and then get the ball into your key players in space. Here's first phase attack. This will probably come straight in, not go back out.
Indeed it does, just as Ivan said. Holly Hanna tries the long ball, or the low ball, up the line to Sophie Mount, and on this occasion goes wide over the end line. And it's Banbridge have one possession back quickly though. But it's going to be a free hit to Kilkenny. And Dara Scobie starts another attack. Alva Dundon, the Kilkenny goal scorer, wins the free hit for Kilkenny. It's going to be taken by Rachel Lacey, and Lacey looks at her options, plays it long, gets a flick from Holly Hanna. Good defending from Hanna to get the flick in ahead of Dundon. And it's going to be Jessie Wagoner to restart play. Plays the ball long. It's a good pass to Dundon. Dundon, bit of space now to attack. Good run from Dundon. She's inside deep. Plays the ball across. Flicks it. A good chance. There's a couple of Kilkenny players in that area. Emily Dundon and Megan Telfer Kelly. Neither could get a touch in it. And it's gone out over the end line. But more dangerous play from Kilkenny College on the counter.
Just get the ball to Dundon, to be honest with you. You know, she's pace. She's got the ability to take on players in a one-on-one situation. Again, long balls from the back. It's just the game at the moment is set up for Kilkenny just to sit in, get the ball out to the likes of Dundon, and then just let her have a go. And at the moment, it's working for them. All the defending by Kilkenny is all being done facing forward, and that'll suit them. And for all the possession and territory that Banbridge have had, Ellie McLaughlin still hasn't been a shot on target. She hasn't had anything to do. So, you know, if you're not going to get a shot on target, you're going to struggle. And again, Kilkenny counter-attack, and they have another opportunity. Here we go. Shot.
Fawcett Dundon again. It's a good flick away by Ellen Reid. A very timely flick. But again, it's a forced pass, trying to switch play when there's too many Kilkenny players in the way. And it's again intercepted, but Banbridge have the free hit. Good attack there, a good run previous to that by Kilkenny's number 15, Megan Telford-Kelly. But it's Banbridge that will have possession over on that left-hand side as they look to restart another attack. Again, it's a raking ball forward that comes to nothing. In fact, it did take a deflection, long corner for Kilkenny on this occasion. It's Jodie Simmons. Simmons now tries to flick the ball across, looking for a mistake in the Kilkenny defence. It's not forthcoming on this stage.
The mic on, left.
All good, and it's Banbridge on the attack. Banbridge on the attack. It's going to be a penalty corner here for Banbridge. They've already had one in the game, came to nothing. They need something to reignite their play here.
Yeah, they do. They need to get back into this game. Kilkenny, looking at their formation, they're playing a 4-4-2. So they're only playing two forwards up top, which means they have an extra body in midfield. So with the way Banbridge are looking to outlet with the two centre backs with that big ball up the middle, Kilkenny have extra bodies in there. So they really need to distribute through the fullbacks, get the fullbacks higher and create those 2-on-1s. But good opportunity for Banbridge to get back in here.
It's taken short, Ellen Reid. Reid with the shot, takes the deflection. Deemed an offence. It's going to be a penalty stroke. It looks like Ellen Reid is going to take it, and it's a very bad looking injury here for one of the Kilkenny players. I'm not quite sure who it is. Either way, it's a penalty stroke. It's a hand injury. It's their number 14, Ruth MacDonald, with a fair amount of blood coming from that hand, and that's what it seems to have been. The penalty stroke has been given for a ball blocked with her hand. The evidence is fairly clear, to be honest, Ivan. But a big chance here for Banbridge to get back on level terms just right on half time. It's going to be their number 18, Ellen Reid, who's going to take this penalty stroke. It was Reid who had the initial shot that was blocked by Ruth MacDonald. And Reid with the chance now up against Ellie McLaughlin. And it's a goal for Banbridge. McLaughlin did everything. Got a hand to it, just couldn't push it wide. Either way, Ellen Reid has put Banbridge back on level terms. Yeah,
she has. It was a great attempt. It was a good stroke down bottom left. Ellie McLaughlin did fantastically well to get a glove to it. She's raging. She didn't do more, to be honest with you. But it's a good stroke. Banbridge, fortunate to be back in. They'll be delighted to be back on level terms at half time here. It was a wicked ball that was fizzed in there by Reid on the corner. Obviously, the umpire feels that the block on the line by the Kilkenny player prevented the goal. I'd certainly like to see it again myself. But Banbridge will certainly be delighted to be back on level terms. But it's here again. Yes, well done. There we go. All right, a few more of those. I'd like to see a little bit more of that, just with a little bit more pace. These two could split a little bit more, send the fullbacks higher because they've got the ball pace to play that ball hard right and left. So no, I think Banbridge will be very happy to get into half time on level terms, but they are going to have to look at the way they're outletting for sure.
Half-time here in the second game of the Kate Russell Hockey Tournament 2019, live and exclusively on Sporting Limerick from St Andrews College. It's Kilkenny College 1, Banbridge Academy 1. We'll be back in a few minutes for the second half. to St Andrews College for the second half of this second game of the Kate Russell Hockey Tournament 2019, where South East champions Kilkenny and Ulster champions Banbridge Academy are locked at 1 goal apiece. Ivan, looking into the second half here, we've discussed at length during the halftime break what Banbridge need to do. Kilkenny are happy to sit back, but Banbridge have had the majority of possession. They haven't used it correctly. Will they change it in the second half?
I hope so. We'll wait and see. They certainly have the tools to take this Kilkenny team apart. Kilkenny, very, very well organised, very disciplined, players popping up in the right places. That extra player in midfield makes them very compact there. So they're defending the middle of the pitch very well, which has been the area where Banbridge have looked to attack. They just need to be a little bit more patient, Banbridge, and get the likes of, their wide midfielders on the ball in a little bit more space. I'd like to see their forwards push up a little bit higher. Another opportunity for Kilkenny there, just on the counter, and that's what Banbridge have to be very, very wary of, because I can't see Kilkenny opening up another 2-3 opportunities.
Ellen Reid and Reid now across the number 8 Katie MacDonald. MacDonald plays it forward. Good control on that occasion by Gemma Hassan. Hassan now on the run. She's looking for Molly Mathers. Mathers in possession now, looks for Hassan behind her. Hassan takes it well. Good stick work from Hassan, but she's overcrowded. They're crowded out, I should say, by the Kilkenny defenders. Banbridge Academy. It's going to be Hassan to take. She goes backwards. Plays it to MacDonald. But it's Kilkenny that intercept, and ball played forward to Megan Telford Kelly. Kelly can't control it. It's Reid takes possession. Poor pass from Reid, and she gives it away to Dundon. That's Elva Dundon. Dundon plays it upfield to Telford Kelly. Kelly on the run. And it's hit Ellen Reid's foot. And it's Kilkenny on the attack now. Good interception though from Nadia Benalal, the Banbridge captain. Ivan, very scrappy start to the second half. Yeah,
it is a little bit, but just a good sign there from Banbridge. Reid putting the ball into the left back and then getting the ball forward. This is better now. Just shorten it up a little bit. Hold the ball, but this has got to be quicker. There we go. That ball there opens up a 2-on-1 here immediately on the Kilkenny right back. But that's much better from Banbridge. Just shorten it up a little bit, get the ball into the fullbacks, dip that ball into midfield, take it back, and then go forward, as opposed to looking for this one-off Hollywood ball the length of the pitch. Those passes come to you. You don't go looking for them, and at the moment she's looking for them, as opposed to them coming and they're there, and then just go play it. Just keep it simple up to that point.
Telford Kelly in possession, flicks the ball across, great chance. It was Jessie Wagoner that was trying to get in on the end of that crossfield ball from Telford Kelly, just couldn't get a stick to it. But Kilkenny showing when they do get a rare opportunity to attack, they're dangerous.
They are dangerous. They're very dangerous, and it's a dangerous scoreline. They're again looking for that big ball. Again, there's a sniff of an interception there. Just shorten it up, play simple, play quicker, and open up those 2-on-1 opportunities. But Kilkenny are dangerous. They have players up front with pace who are happy to take you on one-on-one, and sitting in that low block that they're sitting in. When that ball does come to the forwards, and with that gap between the midfield and the Banbridge defenders, the space is there to attack. So it's going to be one of those games where Banbridge just have to be very, very careful, and the more of those long balls they throw, the more opportunities that they're going to offer Kilkenny for that second goal here.
It's Banbridge now to restart play with MacDonald. MacDonald switches it all the way out to Hannah Buchanan, Banbridge number 14. Central pass from Buchanan to Nadia Benalal, the Banbridge captain. It's all the way out to Holly Hannah on this right hand side. Plays a straight one. It's unable to be controlled on that occasion by Sophie Mount. And it's Kilkenny patiently working it upfield. Good play from Dundon. Dundon's been a danger all throughout this game. She's got Telford Kelly with her in attack. Ellen Reid gets the stick in to stop her progress. Hits a Banbridge foot. It's not, in fact, it hit a Kilkenny College foot before that. And it's going to be a free hit to Banbridge. Hannah Buchanan will take. She squares it to Ellen Reid, and Reid now across to MacDonald. Should go back to Reid. Opts not. That's a good touch from Hassan on that occasion, Gemma Hassan, but Kilkenny win it back. It was a good interception from Kilkenny captain Isabel Burke. Ball's played forward. Chance here for Dundon. She gets it flicked to it. It's good goalkeeping though. Rebecca Spence. She was off her line quickly, got a foot to it. But again, Kilkenny showing their attacking ability.
Yeah, they're dangerous. They're very dangerous, and it because of the shape of the game, because Banbridge are having to go to an attack and set up all the time. It's all off counters. Banbridge in an attacking setup, Kilkenny intercept, and then Banbridge are open for that counter. But what I'd like to see is like obviously with Banbridge, their main players are kind of around the back, and those players are taking it on themselves to make things happen. What I'd like to see is them just trust the other players a little bit more and get them on the ball. We've seen very little from the Banbridge forwards so far. I'd like to see them look to get on the ball and just start to bring the midfielders into play a little bit. Ooh.
It's Kilkenny College enjoying a bit of possession, but it was a dangerous pass there by Emily Dundon, and was quite a strike from Emily Dundon on that occasion. And it's going to be a free hit to Banbridge when play restarts, and here it does in front of us with Katie MacDonald. MacDonald now looking at her options. She'll probably have to go back. Indeed she does. Goes back and across field to Hannah Buchanan. Buchanan plays it up forward to Holly Hannah. Hannah now looking to start an attack, but again it's that pass, that straight pass from Hannah looking for Nadia Benalal that has gone astray.
Well, Nadia Benal's back standing 10 yards in front of Buchanan. That's a situation where she needs to be higher up the pitch and looking to link with the right back. You've got the right back high. Benal should be ahead of her. So in that situation there, the space is there to link, but you need players to link with. Benal needs to be much higher in that situation. She's actually started dropping a little bit deeper now in this second half to get hold of the ball, and as a result, when they're getting ball into areas which is dangerous, she's not there to link up.
It's Reid now hoping, looking for that pass yet again, but once more, I don't know how many times we've said it now in commentary, that pass, the Hollywood pass as Ivan coined earlier in this game, just isn't working for Banbridge, and they're going to have to try something different as Kilkenny College look to start again. Rachel Lacey at the back, played over to this left hand side, and it's Jessie Wagoner now in possession. Wagoner, good run from Wagoner, beat a couple of Banbridge players but is tackled well by Holly Hannah, and Hannah now plays it to Sophie Mount. Mount well blocked on that occasion by Cahill, Isult Cahill. And it's going to be sideline here for Banbridge Academy, the Ulster champions. Played all the way back to Hannah Buchanan, just inside the Kilkenny half. She plays it across the Reid, and again it's that pass that it continues to leave Banbridge down. It's a good interception by Emily Dundon, and Dundon has won a free hit. She plays it pretty too quickly, probably looking for Alva Dundon, but Reid does well and plays it to Simmons, Jodie Simmons now. In fact, no, that's Gemma Hassan. Hit here to Banbridge, and it's going to be taken by Katie MacDonald. MacDonald now looking at her options. Probably be forced to go back. She's looking forward. There isn't much on. It's a straight pass to a Kilkenny defender, and it's played upfield, getting the ball out of danger. Aimless attacking on that occasion from Banbridge, and Ellen Reid does well to flick the ball away from Faye Neal. Nearly got caught out but got away with it. And Buchanan restarts the attack, spreads play out to this right hand side with Holly Hannah. Again it's the ball up to Sophie Mount. It's a straight ball, it's a difficult ball to control, and again Mount isn't really left with much chance of keeping that ball in play. This will suit Kilkenny College down to the ground. 1-1 at the moment with what's gone on the clock.
Time. Good, 11.
Second half in Kilkenny College. Attack is flicked away by Ellen Reid. It's taken a deflection. It's hit Emily Dundon. Dundon's got the free hit. Dangerous play. And Dundon has it now. Trying to take on Gemma Hassan. She's won a long corner. They've spell of possession here, badly needed from Kilkenny College. They've definitely had more of the ball in this second half. Forced a lot of counter-attacks in that opening 25 minutes as Ali Williams has the ball. Looks for Emily Dundon. Dundon, Kilkenny number 13, flicks it inside, looking to bring play into the D. As Gemma Hassan misses her clearance, eventually wins it back and flicks it away, but Kilkenny stick gets to the ball first, and it's going to be a sideline for Banbridge Academy that Katie McDonald's going to take. McDonald now looking for options upfield. There isn't too many available to her. As Kilkenny College in possession with the ball, as Dara Scobie wins the free hit. Emily Dundon will takes it to herself, plays it quickly. Good run from Dundon. Brilliant run from Emily Dundon. Well blocked in the end by Katie McDonald. McDonald now struggling to get going, gets the ball away. Good bit of stick work. Again, we're hitting a bit of a stalemate at the moment, Ivan.
Well, if you keep hitting the ball against the wall, it keeps bouncing back at you. And if you look here now, Kilkenny are compacted into 20 yards off the sideline. And then again, Banbridge aren't looking to move that ball. They have to move that ball to try to get to the space on the far side. About 2 minutes ago, Banbridge had a free hit inside the Kilkenny 25. The entire Kilkenny team were compacted this side of the penalty spot. So if you try to keep hitting that ball through a wall, it's just going to keep bouncing back at you. Banbridge have to look to try to get the ball to the opposite side of the pitch. Again, sideline ball, and Kilkenny will just set up a block in front of this. This ball needs to go out to Reid. It needs to go to the opposite side of the pitch, and their turnover again.
Yep, it's Kilkenny back with possession, and it's Jessie Wagner with possession for them. Plays the ball up front, looking for Elva Dundon. It's Ellen Reid that's going to intercept for Banbridge. Strong strike, clean strike from Reid. She questions the decision of the umpire. There's going to be a free hit to Kilkenny College. Say the two umpires, both in agreement on that occasion, and it's going to be a free hit to Kilkenny College. Ball played across. Low percentage pass, it has to be said. And it's Hannah Buchanan with possession. Hannah looking to take it quick, but it's all too slow from Banbridge. And it comes back to Ellen Reid once again. Reid looking for that Hollywood pass again. A strong pass. It's hit at Banbridge foot. It's going to come to Katie McDonald. McDonald plays it across to Buchanan. Buchanan now has Benelal in front of her. Benelal now, as Ivan mentioned just a few moments ago, she's dropped back deeper, but another outrageously difficult pass tried on that occasion. Easily intercepted by Kilkenny College and Rachel Lacey on that stage. Lacey's pass went astray, and it's possession again with Katie McDonald for Banbridge. Into Gemma Hassan. Hassan now plays it. Short little pass that on that occasion Alex Gardner. Gardner though unable to keep possession. And it's easily intercepted by Isabel Cahill. Cahill plays it up to the left hand side, but that's better from Banbridge trying to win the ball higher up the pitch. It's Gemma Hassan now takes it over halfway. Hassan looked to have been fouled. Umpires don't blow any whistle. And Banbridge on the attack still. Played back. Gemma Hassan once again. The Kilkenny defenders crowd around the one or two Banbridge attackers, and it's easily defendable. It's a free hit again. Banbridge unable to keep possession. That's Molly Mathers has won a free hit. Mathers, out of the Banbridge attackers, has looked arguably the most dangerous. Hassan tries to take it quickly. It's brought back. And she plays it back to Katie McDonald. We should look to switch play, and it's a good switch on this occasion to Holly Hannah. Hannah now with a bit of room to run into. She's got Hannah Buchanan behind her if she wants to try that play. Instead she brings the ball to the end line. Good work from Holly Hannah. Can she create something from here? She can't. It's going to be a free hit to Kilkenny College, but on that occasion, Ivan, at least it was better attacking from Banbridge, the way they switched the play.
Yeah, they go to the opposite side, and that's fine, but if you go once, well then all that's happening is Kilkenny are just eventually switching to that side of the play. She's carried the ball 20 yards, that gives them time. Kilkenny just shift across and stick the wall, rebuild the wall. That's basically all that happened there. I'll be looking for more from the Banbridge forwards. They have to put a little bit more height on the play to create a little bit more space for their midfielders to come through. I think Benenall has to get higher up the pitch. I think she's coming far too deep. And you know, look, we've been talking about it all game, but the Kilkenny are probably looking the more dangerous side. Like, I think Banbridge's best opportunity here is to try to, you know, get maybe Reid or Buchanan into some sort of field position where they can just drill that ball. They can drill that ball into the D and then look for a little touch or deflection, because at the moment the Banbridge forwards just aren't doing enough for me in terms of getting on the ball. So all right, if you're not going to get on the ball, well then put your stick flat and let me try hit it and pick out a deflection. Again, Benenall trying to get in on that area, but again there's a 3-on-1 against her in that zone, so it's kind of banging your head off the wall stuff here for Banbridge really. But you know, if you're asking me which side is more dangerous, I still stay Kilkenny if Banbridge persists with those big balls.
Yeah, Elva Dundon, that's the occasion winning a free hit for Kilkenny College, relieving a bit of the pressure that's been on them the last couple of minutes by Banbridge. Of course, this is the second game of 5 that are being shown on sportinglimerick.com, live and exclusively streaming this Kate Russell Hockey Tournament 2019. We've already seen Crescent come out victorious against St Andrews College. We've Colossia Ignod of Connacht, the Jays, up against St Andrews College in our next game. But for the moment, it's all about Banbridge and Kilkenny. We've a bit of a stalemate, as we've already mentioned, 1 goal apiece. Kilkenny's College's goal coming from Elva Dundon in the first half, and on the stroke of half-time, Ellen Reid levelled for Banbridge with a penalty stroke. But it's 1-1, no goals in this second half as of yet. Banbridge with the majority of the possession, but it's Kilkenny College that continue to look the more dangerous going forward. And it's Ellen Reid looking to take this free hit. The Banbridge scorer. It's Reid now looking at her options. She goes backwards to Hannah Buchanan, something we've seen so many times during this game. And it's Holly Hannah. She'll play it straight, looking for Sophie Mount. It's been a tactic all through the game that just hasn't worked for Kilkenny. Gemma Hassan wins back possession. Buchanan all the way across to Reid. Reid now has Katie MacDonald on her left hand side, and it's MacDonald out by the left touchline. Goes on attack, brings play into the Kilkenny half. Better play from Banbridge on that occasion. Hassan tries to play it upfield, but again a Kilkenny stick gets in the way, and they come away again with Dara Scobie. Scobie's pass is blocked by a Banbridge foot, and it's going to be a free hit to Kilkenny College. Minutes played in the second half, another 5 and a bit remaining, where the sides are deadlocked at 1 goal apiece. It's going to be Ali Williams to take this free hit. Eventually has to take it to herself. Plays it to Emily Dundon. Dundon, good ball up front to the ever-willing runner Megan Telford-Kelly. Telford-Kelly does well, kind of half-beat Ellen Reid, but Reid just got back in time, fires a pass out to the right, and it's going to be a free hit for Banbridge. I think Banbridge are surprised to see that. It was Jodie Simmons on that occasion. It's a card here. It's going to be a sin binning for Israel Cahill for 2 minutes. Delay in play. She flicked the ball away as Banbridge tried to take it, the quick free hit. She'll get 2 minutes in the sin bin. And it's a big chance now for Banbridge to take advantage. It's Nadia Benelal who has possession. She plays it out to the right hand side, tried to play it back inside, but it's well picked up by Isabel Burke. Burke loses it to Benelal. The two captains up against each other. Benelal flicks it across. It's a dangerous ball. It's well defended back there by Ruth MacDonald on the Kilkenny College side. It's going to be a restart for them. It's MacDonald that will restart the game herself, looking for available players. In the end, tries to plays it across her own D, all the way out here to Ali Williams. It comes. Williams does well, holds on to possession, looking for a sharp pass to Emily Dundon. Dundon does very well to hold on to possession on that occasion. Good block though, but a backstick block on that occasion from Katie MacDonald from Banbridge, and it's going to be Isabel Burke for Kilkenny College. Another free hit won by the Kilkenny College captain just inside her own half, and she brings play into the Banbridge half. Tries to play in Emily Dundon. It's a good interception from Gemma Hassan, and a chance for Banbridge to build quick attack here. Do they move the ball quick enough on this occasion? Maybe they have. It's their number 4 and Alex Gardner in possession. Back to Benalal. Benalal now. Maybe for the first time a bit of room to run into. Ball played across to Sophie Mount. Mount, good run from Mount. Plays the ball into the D. Tries to beat another player, but it's good defending. Has to be said, Kilkenny College, any time an attack has come their way, they've been compact and they've defended everything with relative ease.
They've been comfortable, to be fair. I think Banbridge have played into their hands a little bit. But I think the last 2 attacks that Banbridge have, they've been off turnover ball where they've managed to dispossess Kilkenny, with Kilkenny committing numbers forward, and as a result they're getting space to actually go and attack that Kilkenny backline. So I think this is the sort of platform that Banbridge have been going off traditionally, and Kilkenny are set and ready to defend that. It's when they generated the turnover ball that they had the opportunity. But Hassan's been impressive if they can get her on the ball.
And his hand with the play. It's good play from chance here for Banbridge. Ball comes across. It's going to fall to Benalal. A good turn from the Banbridge captain. She's inside. She gets the shot away. Oh, it's just wide. But it's better attacking from Banbridge, as Ivan said. A good run initially by Gemma Hassan. The ball flicked inside on that occasion to Molly Mathers. Mathers played the ball across. There was no one inside the D to get a stick to it. And eventually Benalal came along, created a chance. A decent run inside the D. Powerful shot that just went a yard or 2 wide of the post.
Yep, no, again, Hassan's been quite impressive when they've got her the ball. A nice technical player. Benalal on the other side, they've got kind of good players right and left mid. They need to get those guys on the ball a little bit more, and get their forwards a little bit higher to create a little bit more space, maybe for those two to operate in and to come through. If they could just kind of stick reins on that big ball out of the back and not look for it as often, and just trust each other with the ball a little bit more. I think obviously Reid has taken on a huge responsibility there as the chief distributor, but just play it simpler, higher percentage stuff, because all the other sides will have had a look at this and probably look to take a leaf out of Kilkenny's book and just set up that wall in front of that ball and pick it off and take their chances.
Chance here now for Kilkenny College. Didn't move the ball 5 yards on that occasion, so it's going to be a lucky escape here in sorts by Kilkenny, or for Banbridge I should say. Just over a minute left here of the 25 in the second half. Sides still locked at 1 goal apiece. The second game of the Kate Russell tournament here live and exclusively on sportinglimerick.com from St Andrews College in Blackrock. Earlier we've seen Crescent beat the hosts in the opening game of the tournament, as a mistake there from Holly Hanna gives a free hit deep in Banbridge territory for Kilkenny, and it's going to be taken by Jesse Wagoner, or Wagoner. Wagoner now plays the ball back, and that's it. Time's up here. Second game of the Kate Russell tournament has ended in a 1-1 draw. Kilkenny won, Banbridge won. Goal in Kilkenny's goal in the first half coming from a fine Elva Dundon finish. Cancelled out just before the half-time break by penalty stroke from Ellen Reid. Ivan, we said it throughout the commentary, Banbridge with a lot of possession. They weren't able to make the best use of it, trying to work the ball in the fence the way they worked it. It's finished in a 1-1 draw. Advantage Crescent really from the first 2 games.
Yeah, well, Crescent obviously with 3 points on the board from the first game will be delighted with that, but I don't think these 2 sides will be too downhearted either. They've both got a point. They're in the tournament. I think a result in your first game is absolutely key. Kilkenny, they're very, very well organised sides. They have a number of players obviously who've been here, done it before, and have the experience of winning this tournament from last year, so they'll know that whoever wins this tournament is going to drop points. I don't see any side coming through with 4 wins, so that gets them on the board. They also have a lot of attacking threat. They're dangerous. Dundon was very dangerous there. Telford Kelly, very dangerous as well. They've players that can hurt you in one-on-one situations if there's a little bit of space there. And like as we said, they're very, very well organised. So you've got to go around them and try to get to behind them, because you won't go through them. Banbridge are a side that they look like they have their strength around the back and right and left in midfield. They were the players that stood out for me. So I think their forwards need to come into the game a bit more and offer a little bit more in later games if they're going to kind of do a little bit of damage. Or else they need to win corners. They need to win corners and then get Reid over the ball. Like the ball she fizzed in for the stroke was a wicked ball that you're going to do well to defend, and the slightest touch on that ball and that's popping into your net. So it's one team there I think had players who could attack. The other team had players who could distribute the ball from the back and have a big ball. And I think just on the basis of that game, I think advantage Kilkenny there, and that their attack caused a little bit more damage than the defenders for Banbridge. But it's early days yet, and I think both sides will be maybe disappointed not to get more from the game, but I think a draw is probably fair enough. And as I say, first game of the tournament, you take a point and you're in the tournament.
That's the thoughts of Ivan Ovington. We'll be back for the third game of the Kate Russell Hockey Tournament 2019 very shortly.